Is Kyle Shanahan the right man to turn around the 49ers? Like, I'll give you a little context here. So a few weeks ago, when they're starting their losing streak, I asked him, why are you confident that you're going to make the playoffs? And he really says, I never said that. What do you mean I know you never said that. Say why you're – give some
right.
like help people be optimistic, dude. Help people be optimistic. He's like, I never said that. And then after the game, I was like, yeah, exactly. So after the game, this last loss, I was like, so why should fans be optimistic about the direction of the team? And he's like, I don't have to answer that question. It's like, man, what we're trying to say is, why are you the right coach for this team? This team has led the league in turnovers since 2017. You make the same mistakes every week. Oh, you move the ball well against the Cardinals, but turn the ball over a bunch and lost. That's what you usually do. 2 out of 3 times, that's what you do. So can you just explain why you're the right coach for this team? And if he could say something, I think a lot of fans want to like him.
Yes, man. Like, cool. Just give us something. Man. Are you human?
Give us something. But he won't. He won't. So I'm asking you, because he won't say it for himself. Is Kyle Shanahan the right man to turn this team around?
No, he's not. Nope. At this point in time, I ain't know already want to call no plays for us because he seemed to smoke that off a lot of times recently too. You know what I'm saying? So because he just, if he got it in him, it's being looked for right now. It's a search for it because right he ain't found it yet if it is in him. So, but he gonna have to be though, unfortunately. And what's sad is he thinks like offensive coordinator. He don't think like a head coach.
Right. Like what he thinks is like it's out of my control. You know, like what my job is to get people open and create holes and lanes, and I can't throw the ball for him. I can't catch it for him. But what is in your control is like if there's a persistent error or issue with your team, finding a way to fix it. Finding a way. And he won't even acknowledge issues. He won't even acknowledge them, let alone try to find a way to fix them. Every time there's turnovers, he's like, well, there was a fumble here. There's no pattern.
You don't hear
I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you never hear I in terms of I need to.
Because when Harbaugh was here, turnovers weren't an issue.
Right.
Were an issue. So what can you do, Kyle, to fix the issue? And if the answer is out of your mouth is nothing, then you got to bring in someone else. And to me, what he's saying is there's nothing I can do. I'm doing all I can do. It's not enough. No,
clearly you're not. Like when he said in the presser, someone asked him about, was it you? I don't know. Someone asked him about Dre Kirkpatrick and him being in the game. And he was like, well, XYZ, that wasn't my decision. You answered the head coach.
Talking about it wasn't your decision. Then that's right. I heard that too. They're like, so did you mean to bench Josh Norman? He's like, no, I wanted him back in the game. That was someone else's decision, and that's not what I wanted. Like then do something about it. Do something about it.
Thinking like an offense coordinator versus.
There was another one after the game too. Someone asked him like, "Did you think about challenging a certain play?" And they described what happened, and Kyle was like, "No, I didn't see that. No one told me about that. I didn't see that." What? I'm sorry, man. See, to me, look, this is what I think. Like to be a great, this is what Belichick does. Belichick is a master of all the tiny little details of football, to the point where people think he's cheating because he's thinking about stuff that's off the field. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
The tiniest of the details, because those things are the difference in when you're losing. And Kyle is just oblivious to the details. The only details he cares about are on the X's and O's. That's it. But the details of like, why are we losing every home game? Why are we committing so many turnovers? I don't know. I can't say.
You should have your answers. You're the coach.
I don't know. Because like, if you had a better coach, again, like to me, there's so many coaches who could be winning with this roster right now. If you just got rid of Shanahan before this season and brought in Harbaugh, he'd be winning with this team. They wouldn't be turning the ball over. They wouldn't beat themselves. There's so many coaches who could come in with this amount of talent and be like, first off, we're not going to beat ourselves. First off, that's what we're going to do. And our talent is going to allow us to win more than we lose. And we're not going to have maybe the most high-flying offense. Our numbers won't be great, but we're going to win. Because if you take away Kyle's 2019, his record is 19-37.
Oh yeah,
not 19-37. That's 2 losses for every win.
And that season, I always said that 19 season came a year too early. So to me, that was like a one-off. And I'm just like, well, all right, well, let's go. But yeah, ask your question now, man. Like and again, if he's not he needs to be, unless this team will not win another game playing the way we played on Sunday, and Kyle thinking and acting the way he's been acting. Simple as that. So he's gonna have to find himself somewhere, look himself in the mirror, and say, what do you want your legacy to be? Because it's diminishing right now, it's tarnished right now. So do something.
This really reminds me a lot of Chip Kelly's year in the sense that it's bad. Everyone knows it's bad, and the head coach is like, I'm not really worried about it, and I don't have a solution. Because that's the attitude that Chip Kelly had during that season. Like, and to me, I think what he was thinking was, no one can blame me for this. It's my first year.
Right.
Trent Baalke put this together. If we win, great. If we lose, Trent gets fired and I get more power. It didn't work out that way because you lost way too much. Had he gone 5-11, maybe it would have worked out that way. But he went 2-14, and he got the axe too. I think there might be a little of that going on here too. Like with Kyle's perspective, hey, if it all goes to shit, they won't blame me because internally it's known that this wasn't my plan and this was blah 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 blah. But you know what? If it gets real bad, all bets are off, dude. All bets are off.
I don't know what it would take aside act of God to get rid of York too, but York need to go too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Look, I'm 14 years old, man.
California,
so
the parents.
I'd watch the team a long time, DeBartolo and all that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I knew York really wasn't about nothing when he fired Harbaugh.
Yeah,
and like I said, certain things roll downhill, and that same certain thing rolls uphill too at times. Yeah. So I say that to say that what kind of coach is Kyle Shanahan? The kind of Jerry York hires. What kind of manager Jerry York? Jerry York isn't a leader of men either. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, it's getting off topic. But yeah, so I just hope he wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm ready to coach this team.